Just take the pizza. I'm the host, Mike Stigs. Time to set it off. It's time to set it off. Episode number 27. If you got OCD, just call it 26.2. If you don't like the odd numbers or something like that. So it's time to set it off. It's 105 degrees here in Las Vegas, and tomorrow's going to be 112. So if you're coming to Las Vegas, make sure you bring a jacket. That's how we're gonna set this off. I gotta put out a warning though, because there's a lot of friends of mine in radio and stuff. I gotta put out a warning, and it's real simple. If you're easily offended, turn the sound off. Everybody's offended by everything nowadays. It's unfriggin' believable. Totally unfriggin' believable. And it's the death of comedy, which doesn't matter. I haven't been on stage this year. That's doesn't bother me. Make money betting sports. So I got Cleveland. They already rocked the house today. The Cubs already won today. I need the Yankees and the Houston Astros to win, and that's a good day for me because every day is payday if you pick the right teams. It's the way it is. I don't have to wait for Friday. Some people get paid every other Friday. I don't have to wait for that. Just make the right pick. Boom. Cash and tickets. That's the way it is. And, so everybody's getting offended. A friend of mine's got a radio show, and they're getting all these people calling up. Everything is... Can't say anything anymore. Can't say anything. Anyway, so if you want to contact my sponsor, it's Gun Hill Garage. If you want to complain about me, so Gun Hill Garage is my sponsor. So that's who you got to complain to, all right? So I put a warning out. So if you're going to complain, what is today, the 20th of June? So this is 6/20/2018. So if you put a complaint in from now for the rest of the time I'm doing this show, I put a warning out. So, Sugumugats. That's the way it is. Sugumugats. You've been warned. So that's that. All right. So now let's get into the show. We got a crazy news story I was looking at. I didn't read the whole story though. I read the headline. I go about 1.5 paragraphs, and then I'm like, all right, that's it. I got the story. I don't need to know the name of the people. I don't need to know the name of the city. I don't need to know the name of the state. I don't need to know the police officer's name who did the arrest. I don't need to know any of that stuff. So this kid calls 911 because his parents were forcing him to eat salad. And he called 911 twice. And he calls up and he's like, 911, what's your emergency? My parents are forcing me to eat salad. Send SWAT. And 20 minutes later, he called, well, what time are you getting here? Because I called 20 minutes ago. And that's the thing. If you need the police to get there faster, say there's a gun. And but I get it. I understand why he doesn't want to eat salad. Because I'm allergic to lettuce. So I didn't read the whole article. Maybe he's allergic to lettuce. So, or maybe they're forcing him to eat a truckload of lettuce or something like that. I don't know. See, when I eat lettuce, my throat closes. It's a lot of fun. And then I even went to an allergist, and I'm like, when I eat lettuce, my throat closes. I think I got an allergy. And they zap you with a needle, and then the next day you go back, and they're like, you're not allergic to lettuce. I said, no, I'm not allergic to lettuce. Then why, when I eat lettuce, my throat closes? And the doctor goes, maybe you're allergic to the fork. So I tried eating it without a fork. I used the pliers. I got Craftsman tools that I bought at Sears, and I got a pair of pliers. I picked up the lettuce. I started eating it, and my throat started closing. So I go back to the doctor's office, and he's like, "You're back?" I said, yeah. I said, I'm allergic to lettuce. And he's like, well, I told you you're not allergic to lettuce. Maybe you're allergic to the fork. I said, well, this time I used pliers to pick up the lettuce and eat it since you said I'm allergic to forks. And he's like, what are pliers? I said, it's a tool. And he's like, so maybe you're allergic to tools and fork. And I was like, well, is a fork a tool or is it a utensil? So you're telling me I'm allergic to tools and utensils? I said, okay, I could try using toothpicks. So I go home and I take the salad and I throw it in the garbage. So that's, I get it. So I'm allergic to lettuce. Doctor says I'm not. But if my throat closes after I eat lettuce, it's probably the friggin' lettuce. Unbelievable, these people. Some of these doctors, I don't know what in Vegas, there's like a doctor's office on every corner out here. You got a doctor's office, you got a smoke shop, and you've got a Starbucks coffee on every corner. And on some corners, you have 13 of all of those. So it's like a whole big shopping mall of McDonald's, Starbucks, doctor's offices, and smoke shops. And then there's a Subway, a Quiznos, a Capriati's, and there's only 2 White Castles out here. I don't understand. I think there should be more White Castles than doctor's office. That's the way it is. Oh, being from New York, that's, there's a lot of White Castles. Actually, there's not that many. There's one. I used to go to one in the Bronx on Boston Road, or if I was in Queens, I go on Bell Boulevard. And then in Yonkers, in South Yonkers, there was there's only 3 White Castles I know in the city. Well, Yonkers is a city, but not in New York. It's like right outside the border of the Bronx, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, they need more White Castles. They got 2. There's one on the Strip, and I went there 2 years ago before you started charging for parking, and there's one on Fremont Street. So they're both in really ridiculous locations. And I don't want to deal with a lot of the traffic and the tourists and all that other stuff just to go get White Castle. I'm 2 blocks from the desert. On the weekends, I see people going out to the desert, looking for, old mobsters. And, they're bringing shovels and they try digging up. Hey, I found a wing. I found a leg. And then, what do you want, the leg or the wing? And so that's the thing. I'm 2 blocks from the desert. I'm like 12 and a half miles from Fremont Street and 14 and a half miles from the Strip. So yeah, Vegas is getting big. That's the way it is. It's getting big. Houses are finally going up, so that's good. But speaking of houses, the other day my air conditioner starts making all this noise, all this racket. And then the noise is, every day the noise is getting louder and louder and louder. So finally I was like, well, we gotta shut it down. We had to turn off to 2 in the morning. It's like it was like a garbage truck fell off the Empire State Building. And it was just some crazy noise, metal and all this other stuff and racket. And it sounded like Bag Day during Shock and Awe, and told Mariachi, was like, oh well, we gotta get this air conditioner fixed. They called up this big company. They come out. Guy looks at it. He looks at it for like 2 minutes. He's like, all right, you need a new air conditioner. It'll be $3,785. I was like, oh wow, why don't we just make it $3,800? Why do we gotta worry about $15 change if I give you $3,800 and you gotta give me change? Let's just make it $3,800. And the guy's like, all right, I'll start doing the paperwork. So he's like, all right, so sign here and then you got to do this and do that. I'm gonna draw up the paperwork and order the system. And I was like, all right, no big deal. Anyway, so 5 minutes later, I asked him. I was like, so what do you think broke on this air conditioner? He's like, well, the motor went out. And, you know, because it's 16 years old, you might as well get a new one. I said, yeah, all right, yeah, okay, sure. All right. That's when the bell goes off. Bing. I walk up to him. I said, listen, so I'm going to go down to CarMax. Give me your card. I'm going to go down to CarMax. I got 2 cars. I only need 1. I'm going to go sell one of my cars, get the money. I'll have the money for the new air conditioning system. And I'll call you tomorrow and you come and replace it. He's like, so you don't want to do it now? I said, no, I don't want to do it. I got to go to CarMax and sell one of my cars. I was like, $3,800 is a lot of money, so I don't need 2 cars. Gas is $3.50 a gallon anyway. He goes, yeah, but you could do payments. I said, yeah, I will do payments. Okay, sure. I don't do that payment shit. You know, I'm not going to pay $10,000 for a $3,800 air conditioner. And he's like, well, you know, if you don't do it right now, you know, the thing could explode and catch on fire. And, you know, your house could catch on fire. I said, that'd be great because, you know, if my house caught on fire after the air condition blows up, then my homeowner's insurance pays for it. I was like, so forget it. I'll wait for that to happen. He's like, yeah, but then, you know, your neighbor's house could catch on fire. I said, well, they got 6 kids, so that's not good if, you know, if their houses catch on fire, my house catch on fire. I said, why don't we go over to my neighbor's house and let's see if they'll pay for it. And the guy's just looking at me like, what are you doing? I said, listen. I said, give me a card. I'm going to go to CarMax. I'm going to sell one of my cars, and then I'll have the money. Right? He goes, well, you know, if I'm not going to do it now, I'm going to have you sign that I warned you that the house could catch on fire. I said, okay, give me the paper. And I signed it. And he's like, can you print your name? Because I can't really read it. I was like, well, you said sign it, so I signed it. He's like, can you print it? I said, yeah, I'll print it. So I draw out the name and they print it out. And he looks at it. He's like, is your name Charlie Brown? I go, yeah. He's a clown. Make sure you like, subscribe, do what you got to do. You like the show? You got to spread the word. You know, I do a 39-second video. Twice as many people watch my 39-second video about IHOP than the podcast. So spread the word. That's what you got to do. I'm doing my thing. You do your thing. See you next week. Gun Hill Garage.